Hey, welcome to the East Church podcast. Our vision is to play our part in bringing hope to the people of the East of England. To connect in, visit us online at weareast.church or follow us on Instagram at weareast.church. Enjoy.
I'm Chloe, nice to see you all. So yes, we are unpacking Colossians 3 verse 12. So I thought we could read it all together to start with because we've heard Leslie read it so beautifully. But I think for us to be able to remember it, we need to read it all together. So I need big loud voices. It's going to come up hopefully on the screen. Yeah, and we're going to read it all together. So Colossians 3 verse 12. Are we ready? Let's go. Therefore, as God's chosen people, holy and dearly loved, clothe yourselves with compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience. Great. So that is the verse we're unpacking today. But I want to start with a question. Has anyone ever asked, what should I wear? Has anyone ever thought that? Maybe you're going to a party, maybe you're going out for a meal, and you're just thinking, what should I wear? Because you don't want to go and you're all dressed up in a nice big ball gown or a suit and you turn up and everybody's in jeans. Or the other way around, you're going to a nice fancy party and you turn up in something a bit more casual and you feel really, really awkward. Has anyone ever experienced that? Been a bit confused about what to wear? Can you show me your hands so I know I'm not on my own? Yeah, I get that a lot. I have events, I'm like, I just don't know what to wear. And so I might ask my friends. Anyone gone to their friends and be like, well, what are you wearing? Because I don't know what I want to wear, so I'm going to ask you what you're wearing so we can kind of go. At least there's one other person with the same. Has anyone done that? Yeah, good, okay. Still not just me. That's lovely. So what would you do if someone said, I'm going to wear compassion, I'm going to wear gentleness, or I'm going to wear kindness? Has anyone ever heard their friends say that? No, me neither. That's a new one for me. So we know that Paul tells us in Colossians that we are chosen and loved by God. If you know you're chosen and loved by God, can you show me your hands? Great, lovely. We are chosen and loved by God. And so Paul gives us these things that we should be wearing. And so I have my man here, my friend. I haven't got a name from him. Someone shout out a name for my friend. Someone said Paul. Great, that's great. Kevin is good too, but I think maybe we'll go Paul. First name Paul, second name Kevin. Great. I need a friend to come and help me to stick on compassion. Can someone come and help me? Are you going to come and help me, Micah? Let me just peel off the sticky back. So can you just come and hold compassion here? So we have a t-shirt with compassion. Paul Kevin needs to wear compassion. Can you stick compassion on Paul Kevin? Lovely, that's it. Give it a big press down. Lovely, well done. Let's give Micah a round of applause. Good job. So what does it mean for Paul Kevin to wear compassion? So compassion is showing kindness to someone, showing sympathy and concern to someone who is suffering, and we want to help them to make it better. But what does that look like? Well, it could be listening to someone without judging them. Maybe someone's going through a hard time. Or maybe we can look at the world and see what's going on and think, there's people who are suffering, people who are having a really hard time. We can feel sorry for them and want to help them. That is compassion. And Jesus shows compassion in Matthew 20, verse 34, when he sees the blind men, and they were shouting for Jesus, and they wanted to get his attention. And the crowd rebuked them and told them to stop. But Jesus had compassion on these men, and he healed their eyesight. That's Jesus showing compassion. And so our next one is compassion. Does anyone know what the next one is? What comes after compassion? Can anyone remember from our verse? Kindness. Well done. Does someone want to come and help me stick the kindness on? Come on then, Tobias, let's go. Here we go. This kindness, hold it up for me. This is kindness. So here's some trousers of kindness. Please stick them on Paul, Kevin. Lovely, perfect. Thank you very much. Give Tobias a round of applause. Very much. So So many of us probably know what kindness means, don't we? Kindness is being friendly, being generous, considerate. Maybe you know that you've been kind to someone, but perhaps you know someone who's been kind to you. Can you think of a time where someone's been kind to you? Anyone want to share some times of kindness? Yes. Oh, I haven't got a microphone. I didn't really think this through. Thank you. Sorry, it's not on. I didn't prep the team for this. Great. No. Yeah, just speak closely.
When my second child arrived, Ruth made me a lovely risotto.
Oh, well done. Lovely. That's a lovely act of kindness. Anyone else got an act of kindness? This is on now, so you don't have to speak into my microphone. Anybody else got an act of kindness you can think of? Anyone? Shout some out. Yes. I'm running. Here we go.
In lockdown, I got stuck at my parents' for a long time, and I forgot to take my Bible, which is quite embarrassing. And Vicky, my friend Vicky, sent me a nice new Bible and a little boat ornament that reminds me of God's love in the storm.
Oh, that is so lovely. Well done. So we've got some really lovely acts of kindness going on there. So kindness can be done to us, but we can also be kind to others. So when we clothe ourselves in kindness, it can look like helping others with simple gestures, such as offering someone a seat on the bus. You may pay for someone's shopping or for their coffee. And these little gestures might not go noticed. You might not get a big thank you. Sometimes you will, but sometimes they are something that happens in someone's hearts. And that's how kindness can spread, because we're sending that kindness through to other people. It's not expecting anything in return. Okay, are we ready for our next one? Kindness. Anyone know what's next? Oh, close. It begins with a H. Humility. Lovely. I can see a hand over there. Do you want to come and stick on the next piece of clothing? Come on then. Lovely. Here she comes. Okay. We have... Oh, I didn't think this either. Hat of humility. That's great. Hang on, sorry, I didn't take the sticky back off. The hat of humility. That's not what it is in the Bible, but it just so happens to be stuck on the hat. So we have humility. Lovely. Perfect. Paul Kevin is wearing humility. Thank you, Hattie. Well done. Good job. So what does humility mean? What does it mean to wear humility? Well, humility is considering other people's feelings above our own, considering other people's needs above our own. And it can also be recognizing that we need help. We need other people's help. We have to accept help. And we know that Jesus did this when he washed the disciples' feet. He was the king. He was powerful. He was all good. But he lowered himself, he had humility, and he washed the disciples' feet. Jesus showed humility. And we can recognize when we need help, we can recognize that we need God's help, because God is big and strong. He makes us stronger. And it says that when we are weak, that God makes us strong. He keeps us on the right path, and he forgives us when we come to him and we're truly sorry. And that's us showing humility. Okay, ready for our next one? There's two of these ones. Let me see, make sure I get the right one. Who would like to come and stick on the next one? Yes, come on then, Corey. Lovely, well done. Our next one is, you want to hold that up for me? Hold it up high, that's it. Gentleness. We have gentleness. Do you want to come and stick gentleness on? Make sure you get the right foot. This is a tricky one. That's it, well done. Give it a big push. Is it sticking? That's it, perfect, well done. Give Corey a round of applause. He's got a wonky foot, that's okay. Gentleness, what does it mean to be gentle? We can be gentle with our hands. So we can be gentle when we're holding things, like an egg. You have to be gentle when you're holding an egg, don't you? If you grab an egg, it's going to end up very messy. But we can also be gentle with our words by being calm and considerate. And this might look like other people being stressed and you're very calm and supportive. When people are worried, that you're there and you offer a calm, gentle encouragement. It can also be being quick to listen and slow to speak. And these require self-control. Require self-control. And this leads us very nicely on to our last item of clothing. Someone want to come do my last one? Molly, do you want to come do my last one? Well done. Hold up high, everyone. What's the last one? We've got... Everybody. Patience, thank you. Patience. Well done, Molly. Patience. Patience involves waiting. Who's good at waiting? Anyone good at waiting? Think you're good at waiting? I can sometimes be a bit impatient. I can struggle to wait, especially when there's something exciting coming, like, dread to say the word, but Christmas! I get really excited for Christmas. I get a bit impatient. I can't wait to wake up in the morning with my family and celebrate Jesus' birthday. But we have to be patient. Paul tells us to wear patience. And this also takes a lot of self-control. It can look like trusting in God's timing. When we're waiting for something, maybe we're praying for something, and we're waiting for an answer. It's patience and trusting that God will answer in the right time. It's not being impulsive with what we're doing. We don't just go ahead, but we sit and we pray and we think and we listen to what God wants us to do. But it also involves bearing with other people. Perhaps you have someone in your life who you might find a little bit frustrating. Maybe they just do something that just gets on your nerves a little bit. People have them. I don't need to do show of hands. I'm pretty sure everyone has somebody like that in their lives. It's being patient with those people. It's being slow to anger, slow to frustration, and remembering God's love for that person. So here we have our man dressed. Paul Kevin has compassion. He has kindness. He has humility. He has gentleness. And he has patience. And that's his outfit. I think he looks pretty good in his outfit. But let's say, who wore it best? Who wore it best? Did Paul Kevin wear it best? I think I know somebody else who wore it just a little bit better. I think Jesus wore it much better. Jesus is the greatest example of wearing these things. Jesus showed kindness and compassion to the blind men when he healed them. Jesus showed humility when he washed the disciples' feet. Jesus showed gentleness and patience to his disciples when they betrayed him. He shows kindness, compassion, humility, gentleness, and patience to us. And in Matthew 6, Jesus tells us not to worry about the clothes that we wear. It says to seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things, food, drink, clothing, will be given to us as well. And so ultimately it's a choice we have to make to put on these items. We have to make this choice every day when we're deciding what should we wear. We have to make the decision to put each and every one of these items on. But when we clothe ourselves with these things, it helps us to become more like Jesus and show other people who he is through us. And that's what we're here to do. We're here to show Jesus to the world. And so let's read Colossians 3, verse 12 again. Let's get it back up on the screen. Now we know what they mean and what that looks like. Let's say it together. Therefore, as God's chosen people, holy and dearly loved, clothe yourself with compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience. And clothing ourselves with these things helps us to care for and build relationships with people we encounter. And it helps us to listen to and follow what Jesus asks us to do. So let's be more like Jesus. Let's put these things on each and every day. It's not about what we put on the outside, it's what's inside that matters.
Thanks for listening to the East Church podcast. Don't forget to connect in online at weareast.church, and we'll see you soon. God bless.